Hello, my name is Reza, and today I'm going to explain my program that will show time like a digital watch using interrupt from private timer. So let's look at my assembly code. Okay, first I define initial timer with value of 333 because private timer clock is 333 megahertz as they always clock at half of CPU frequency. Then we declare UART initialization and then load the address of UART into register R0. Then load the address of UART channel status register to R1. Next, load the address of private timer load register into R3. And then private timer load register sets the initial value of the initial timer constant into register 4. This value will be used to initialize the countdown timer. Then on this line, we load the address of private timer control register into R3. And then this I enter value 9, but we left shift for about 8 times to the left because prescaler value is located on the 15 until 8 position. So by shifting left 8 times, we will putting the 1001 value at the prescaler location. And then this we ORing the R2 value with 7 because we want to enable the interrupt, auto reload and timer by putting 11 to position of 2 until 0 in the private control. Then this will store all the value that we have done above. This then we load the address of private timer counter register into R3, and then load the address and then the counter register holds the current value of countdown timer. In this line, we load the address of private timer status register into R4. So then our flow of this code, my code will be, first we will go to initialize. In the initialize time section, I set all the time to be 0. This will be used later when, let's say if our timer, our digital watch has turned into 2400. So at that time we want to make it turns to 0000 back. So will we use this session later. And then after initialize, after we have initialized all the time, then we branch to print time. But before we print the time, we want to check the time first. So we will branch to checking time. Checking time, we check. Okay, so we check every time position. Let's say we check the second first digit, second digit, minute first digit, minute second digit, hour first digit, and hour second digit. So in this line, we check if the second first digit is greater than 9. If it is, we will reset the value into 0 back, and then we will add 1 to second digit. And then this line we check if the second digit is greater than 5. If greater than 5, let's say it has reached 60 seconds, we will reset it into 0 back, and then we add 1 to the minute. So in this line, if the minute first digit have exceed 9, we will reset it back to 0, and we will add 1 to minute second digit. And this one, if the minute second digit has exceed 5, let's say it has reached 60 minutes, we want to turn our first digit into 1. So we reset the minute second digit into 0, and we add 1 to our first digit. And here we do the same. We check if our first digit has exceed 9 or not. If it is, we will set the value into 0 and we add 1 to our second digit. And for the below code, we compare if let's say if our digital watch has reached 24 hours, we want to reset it back to 00 again. So in this, we check if our second digit is 2, and if it is true, we will compare our first digit. If it has value 4, that means the hours is 24. We will branch back into initialize time to reset the value to 000000. Okay, so this I set the R2 value to 1 because we will check the value of R2 in initialize time. So we go back to initialize time. So we reset. After we reset, if the R2 is 1, what we will do, we will go back to here again, and then in here we return from subroutine, which is in print time. Then in the print time area, what we will do is we will print all the time. Okay, so we read the UART channel starter register first, and then we check if the TX first in first out is empty or not. If it is not, we will keep branching until it is empty. We branch back. So when it is empty, we will proceed to print the time. So this I print time and colon, then open bracket, and then this I convert the value of hour into ASCII value. Then we print. So basically this code, we will convert all the hour, minute, seconds value to ASCII value, and then we print to UART. And then after printing all of it, we will branch to timer counter. In this timer counter, we load the private counter and the private status, and then we compare the private status if it is 1 or not. If it is not, we will branch back for 1 second, and then if it has reached 1 second, we will proceed to the below, which is we add 1 second to our digital watch, and then we clear the sticky bit, because the sticky bit need to be added by 1. If it doesn't add 1, it will not clear, and the program will not be updated. So after done this, we will go back to checking time, and then checking time, we check the time, and we go back to initial print time, and this program will continue by checking time, print time, timer counter, then checking time again, print time, timer counter. Then maybe when it has reached 24 hours, it will go back to initialize time. Okay. So let's build our project. Okay, build finish, and let's debug it. So our little watch will appear in the Tera Term. Let's see if it is work or not. Okay, so I put breakpoint here, and let's just F8. Okay, so our digital watch work as it should. Okay, let's say if we stop it, it also stop, and it is here. Okay, so let's resume. Okay, it continue. So I think our digital watch works perfectly fine. So let's try to compare it with a stopwatch to see whether the second work as it should or not. So okay, let's wait for the let's wait for the time to become 0 again, and then we see whether it's perfectly tuned or not. Okay. Yeah, I think our timer, our second works as it should. So I think that's all from me, and thank you for watching.